Oh my gosh. We're back. Hey guys, sorry for the delay.
Woo.
Technical difficulties. I done spilled my wine a bit on the carpet there. Ooh. Anyway, hi, I'm Brian from Vega Intelligence Solutions. Welcome back to another awesome stream with us. Glad to have you. Let's see, did everybody get in here? Make sure that we're texting people out here and getting them all in. 1 second here. Let me check out the Discord. But anyway, we got Amanda. Welcome back, Amanda. How is Amanda doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready for Christmas to be over, and I'm ready for the new year to be here for sure. I'm glad that Ryan's with us this time. Glad he's feeling better. Ryan's our dev, and he's gonna show us some cool shit. So Ryan, why don't you tell us what you do? What do you do here at Vega?
I am the lead developer, and I try to get everything to work.
That's it. Very true.
I've been working with Brian for a while now, and I just really want to code and do some great work on this project.
Yeah.
So it's good to be here.
Absolutely.
Christy said the hat's back. Make the hat dance for a minute.
Make the hat dance for a minute?
Just for the people that didn't see it before.
I was told that this is terrifying. Somebody was absolutely horrified by this hat. And it sings. And
See,
all that.
I went with the basic, scratch and sniff.
That damn hat is back, is what Christy said.
Yeah, Ryan went with the scratch and sniff Christmas tree board.
Yeah, we've got. This is my a true artist behind me is his little scratch and sniff clip art trees around him. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. He probably hates it, but I love it. That's what matters, right? Yeah, Ryan and I have been working together for a while. He actually, while he's coding, he listens to death metal while he codes. I have no idea how he does that, but, when I...
Calming. Very calming.
It's calming, really? Like, when I'm yelling at him and saying, "Hey, Ryan! Oh, wait, is he over here?
That's why you throw so much stuff at me.
All right. So tell us what we're doing today, Brian.
Hold on one
explain
second.
what we're doing in the video today.
1 second. Do we have something going on with Ryan? Somebody said something was wrong. 1 second. Do we have Ryan? Is it work? Is his video
Hear me?
working and everything? I can hear you. I think. Let me double check here.
Test.
Test.
I can hear him too.
He sounds fine. Can you guys hear him? But yeah, Amanda also has a hat today.
Yes, I also have a hat. My hat isn't as cool as Brian's hat, but I do have a hat. I'm feeling very festive today.
Can you all see Ryan? Are you resharing your video, Ryan?
Can try.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Turn the all devices. I don't know how this is possible. You can only see half of your face.
Christy said it's better.
Is that better?
No, move it the other way. The other way. The other way. There you go. There you go. No, more.
It's so awkward because I see my video. Is that better?
You keep going. A little bit more. Perfect. There you are.
I hate technology.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I think we're good now. So Brian,
Anyway.
explain what we're doing today. Explain.
Okay. What we are doing today, is it good? Okay, I've got confirmation that we are good. So we wanted to introduce the team tonight, have a little fun, talk about the new and exciting developments. Ryan, you've got some new stuff for us, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. Have a little fun. It's like the Vega holiday, right, today. And since Ryan wasn't able to join us last time, you know, shame on him, now we can actually have the holiday party. He was out with the flu.
I do not feel guilty.
Yeah, well, you you were legitimately sick. Anyway, so he's also going to get into some technical details, guys, that I know that all of you nerds out there have been looking to see some code and get in depth with machine learning, the RNN, and deep analysis. So blow up our chat box there in the stream. Let us know if you got feedback, funnies, tell us a joke, or ask us questions. Anyway, let's dig into it, Ryan. He's our machine learning developer on this AI project, which basically means that if he recreates Skynet and brings robots back from the future to terminate all humanity, you can go ahead and blame him for that. So,
Welcome our new overlords.
Get back to the chopper!
get to the
Get
chopper.
in the chopper!
I
Get
came
in
from
the
the
chopper!
I came from the future to annihilate humanity. I sound like Yoda. Do I sound like Yoda? I don't know.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Show
let's
it.
dig into it.
Show
Ryan,
us your way.
go ahead. Show us the
Yep,
way,
sure.
sir.
Can you see the screen?
Yep.
All right. First thing I'll go over is the NLP. I'm going to show you all the new intent that I have written for Bollinger Bands. And then I'll go over the code that handles the intents and the actions. And then I'll go over the price prediction method. And then I'll try to do an overview of an RN.
All right.
All right, y'all ready?
Ready for it, man.
All right, so what you see here is the Telegram application, and it's communicating to my middle tier application that's on my laptop at the moment.
Right, and I think
So-
a lot of us have seen that in
Y'all
past
see
streams,
this?
right?
Yes. So today and yesterday I wrote a new intent related to Bollinger Bands. They basically tell you where the price is between the high and the low.
Uh-huh.
And I've taken the liberty of doing it ahead of time. So this
Okay.
one query is give me BTC Bollinger Bands, and then the bot detects that it's a BTC, and then the Bollinger is the chart type.
Okay.
And as you can see, it brought back an article, a link.
Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect.
See,
Awesome.
so you have a high, low, and a high, and a low, and then a moving average. Did the same thing for Ether,
Okay.
Ethereum.
Yeah, this is some
ETH,
useful stuff. Like people, you know, may not be going out on their phones or on some application
Right.
to do this right away, and this is something that can automatically send them a message.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool.
The actual NLP, I'll get into that in a second. But
Okay.
for Ethereum, I am using TradingView.
Right. I think a lot of people do.
It's out there. So basically, Telegram passes a message to my middle tier application, and then my middle tier application actually passes the message to Dialogflow.
Uh-huh.
And as I said, today is, I created the charts intent. So as you can see, I've trained it
So this is the training piece
Hearing
of it,
of-
right?
right. This is
where we.
this is where you actually upload the training data.
Yeah.
This is actually Google's dialog flow.
So using Intents like with Google, and anybody can use this, right?
Right. So if you
Cross-platform.
notice, like in this, and they have like a little application that helps test it, and as you can see, it picked up Bollinger.
Uh-huh.
I can also say it into the microphone. Bollinger.
Right. Real quick question from the fans.
Bollinger, please.
From Gary, actually. He says, is this a visual
Noticed.
application? Hold on. One sec, Ryan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could.
Oh, sorry. Is this a visual application you made? I don't know what he means by that. Does he mean, do you mean is this what you're seeing visually, or we're working with Telegram right now and just showing you the Google?
Telegram is like our third party to where we can pass the messages into our app.
Right.
But we can use really any third-party app to do this and hook it up with
Okay.
webhooks.
Okay.
The links that you saw are actually sent back from our middle tier application that determines what the intent, the action were.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, that part we can really program to do anything we want. You know, we can pull it from a database. You know, we can integrate it into like another application.
Right, and that's part of the question. Now I got it. I see what he's saying. He's asking, is this what Vega is going to look like on the website? Like when we create that website extension from our home page to be able to use this? And the answer to that is we're looking probably to refactor the way that user experience is going to be, but it's going to be similar to like Telegram, where you're working with messaging
Right.
the bot back and forth, and you're able to click visuals and go to links and grab data and predictions. So yeah, good question.
The good thing about this dialog flow is that I can train it all here, and then I can reuse it in other applications such as Telegram, such as our own application.
So, hold on. This kind of reminds me of, there's this app that I don't know if other people, maybe some people that are in here use, but there's this app called Replica.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, where you can like, the more you talk to it, it like, you train it by talking to it. Is this kind of similar to that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a little bit similar, right? We're not in the depth yet though of it. Replica's really cool, and
But we're headed in that direction.
Right.
Is what I'm asking.
we're heading in the
Okay.
direction, and my vision is in that direction.
The whole point of what you're seeing here in dialog flow
Mhm.
is it gives us the ability to parse out parameters that we want. So if you notice, I can say, get BTC out of the query from the user, get MACD, Bollinger, for Ethereum, as an
Right.
example.
Cool.
And then I can extract it and then send it to another service to go get data.
Right. So yeah, that's the cool part about it is it can transform. We can move this around to wherever we want and use it
So-
on any application
I think they get the general idea.
of how it's getting trained.
Let me go to our custom Python code.
Ichimoku for days. Yeah,
Alright,
I
so
love
can you
Replica
see-
too. That's pretty cool stuff.
Can you see the screen?
I believe so.
Just
Yeah,
double check.
we're good.
Okay. So what you see here is the actual entry point.
Uh-huh.
So when I am in Telegram and I say, give me BTC Bollinger bands, I make it here, and then I've built several classes to deal with the complexities. In this instance, the action is going to be chart type,
Okay.
and by the time the user, by the time the code gets here, we've already passed what the user sent to Dialogflow. So the Python code is actually calling this REST API.
Okay.
So here I just extract the values out of the JSON object that comes back to me. So I coin chart. So it'd be BTC Bollinger.
Right.
And for demonstration purposes, I just put variations in the list, but we could refactor it later. But basically, what I'm saying is, if it's Bitcoin and Bollinger, pass in this URL, and I do the same thing for Ethereum. Once I get there, I return the bot response back.
Mm-hmm.
And then this Python code sends it back to the Telegram bot.
Right. So cool
And
stuff.
that's
That's just like how one thing,
Yes.
how one thing can wrap in and webhook in. So very cool stuff. And that's a new piece that we just implemented, right? We got a question. Clezzy Crunk asked. Clezzy Crunk, love the name, by the way. When you ask a bot a question, what data sources is it pulling from? So maybe go over what data sources we're pulling from right now, all the different ones. Just list them out, maybe.
Well, for the Bollinger Bands, we're using URLs from Bitcoin charts and TradingView.
Right.
We ask the predicted price. It's coin market cap, which is like a public source of data.
Right. And a lot of people use that. So.
Yeah. But remember, this is a proof of concept. So like the actual product might use a different data source.
Right. So actually, one of them that we've been thinking about was SimpleFX, and that was on one of our last streams. But yeah, and it pulls in a lot more.
Of course.
The amount of data, excuse me, the amount of data, too much wine, that SimpleFX has going on. The amount of data that SimpleFX has, like, you're so easily, and I went through this on the last stream, easily able to grab certain functions like the Bollinger Band, like the MAC data, and have that all like within one embedded window. And I really want to work with that. I'm excited to get there. Because
it's really interesting.
We're just scratching the surface.
What this
Are you my uncle?
is really showing.
Somebody has said, "Are you my uncle?"
Are you my? Is that what he said? What do you mean? Are you my?
Are you
uncle?
Asphyxia? Christy said, "Are you Asphyxia or directly related to the Novus team?"
Oh my God. I am not Asphyxia. I think that's been asked multiple times before. Not related. I'm related to the Novus team in the sense that I've been talking with them, working with them. The Novus network has been communicating with me, and my consultation goes through them. They're doing some amazing stuff over there. I'll actually send you guys the link here in a little bit to their website. But anyway, continue. I think a lot of the viewers want to see how the recurrent neural network is working.
Sure.
And get into that code.
Okay, so the user asks a basic question like, get BTC data for tomorrow. Right. So it eventually makes it to this predict coin price method. I'm gonna go pretty quickly so I can get to the discussion about the RN.
Okay. So yeah, this is just the price prediction area. Then we'll get to the RNN. Okay.
So first of all, I have to grab my source data, and then for demonstration purposes, I limited the range just because of how long it can take on this laptop. Fortunately, Brian gives me crap about it all the time. But so first I set up my training set, and what you see is the split date. Normally, my split date would be chosen at random, but for demonstration purposes, I've just cut it in half, reduced the amount of data. So basically, I have to set up training set data,
Okay.
a test set of data, and then I have to call all these
So
methods from scikit.
what is the transform doing exactly? What is the transform doing there with the data?
It's going to normalize the data.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Okay, so once I get past that,
Are you reading some of these comments? They're
yeah.
so funny.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ryan.
Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
What's his name? How did it? Shorty, how you get so fly?
Shorty, how you get so fly? I don't even know,
I
man.
think the correct term is sugar, how you get
Yeah,
so
that
fly.
is, isn't it? You got it wrong.
Yeah.
Listen here, Christy.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Ryan.
But anyway, go ahead. So,
Sorry.
like we explained, it's normalizing the data.
I lost my train of thought there.
You've got your X and Y training sets. Talk about
Yes,
what the X and Y training sets do, please.
So the X data or X training set data are the dates, and then the Y is the actual closing price in this case.
Right, and the closing price
What we're trying to-
from last time we heard was like, and I think Gary said this. It was like 0 hour UTC, which is
Yes.
global. But you're telling me that we got something different because of where we're pulling it, right?
Yeah, the coin market cap treats the value after 8 o'clock, I believe, as a closing value.
8 o'clock. Okay.
But the markets never close.
8
However,
o'clock where?
like a regular stock.
Like UTC 8 o'clock or?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I believe so.
Nice.
All right, so there's it's going to take me a while on the RN, so I'm going to keep going here.
Sounds good.
So there's some operations with NumPy that I have to reshape the training data, and then I get to the step that adds the long-term, short-term memory, which I'll get into that.
Okay, cool.
That's where you set the activation function.
Yeah, a lot of people were interested in that and how that works.
Okay. Then I have to choose my optimizer. In this case, it's the Atom optimizer.
Okay.
A lot of times you can use the gradient descent.
Now, why didn't you use that? Why, give us a little feedback on the difference.
It's supposed to be better. It gives better. I don't know how to describe it.
Hold on, we have another question.
Does it have?
Hold on. The question is, I'm blind, you guys.
Where's
Ryan,
your
can you see
corporate
that?
headquarters and stuff? Listen, I appreciate the questions, but we'll get to some of them a little bit later. I want to let Ryan continue here a little bit on why he's using what he's using to show us a little bit of code. We can get to this right after. Is that okay? I hope it is. But yeah, I've got your question.
So
We'll get to it.
It's similar to
Thank you.
It's similar to gradient descent. So
Okay.
that allows me to do back propagation through time.
Right.
So what you're seeing here is a fit method. So I pass in the X training data, the Y training data, and I choose the batch size and the number of epochs. So as it runs through the data, after each epoch, it's able to remember past data. And that's the whole point of the recurrent neural network. As it processes through all the epochs, it gets better and better. And then the rest of this code is used to predict the actual stock price. And then it returns the actual predicted stock value for tomorrow.
All right. Can we get into
So-
the R and N piece of this and
Yes,
see some cool
yes.
stuff?
All right, so basically, the RN is a neural network that's able to use a feedback or a loopback mechanism. Most neural networks are only feed forward, so RNs can handle one-to-many inputs, one-to-one inputs, many-to-one inputs, many-to-many, and many-to-many on each hidden layer.
Right.
So, let's say you have input x of 0. Well, inside here is called a long-term, short-term memory cell,
Okay.
and it does calculations using an activation function,
Mm-hmm.
and it uses the output function. I'm sorry, it uses the activation function as the output, and it feeds it into the next node.
Okay.
And then the input x1 goes into this node, but also considers previous values, and so on, and so on, and so on. So you can see how powerful that would be by the time you get to like the 200th node, for example.
Okay. So,
There's
actually,
another question.
Sure.
we've got a question here. Let's get to that. Where's your corporate headquarters, and when can we expect a virtual tour? So we're actually based out of Nevada and the state of Nevada, but we don't have a headquarters right now. Obviously, we're all working from home, and I'm sure Amanda loves doing that. She's got a little bit of family,
So
right?
much. So much.
Yeah, and she's working from home. She enjoys it. Ryan's working from home. I'm working from home. Me and Ryan have other full-time jobs. Amanda's with us, so full-time. And yeah, so we don't have headquarters yet, but yeah, I think we're thinking about grabbing some property out there in Nevada, maybe on the
So
strip. We'll see.
the other question was, what are your plans for exchange, buy, and sell support soon?
What are your
see
plans
that
for
one?
exchange buying sports? Okay, so Ryan, you think you can answer this one, right?
I didn't cut out when you said that.
Oh, sorry. So basically, the exchanges. What are your plans to do buy and sell support on exchanges soon? And like what are our plans with
Well,
that?
our plans are to make it to where the user can tell the bot to go do the settings for them, or they can tell the bot to go buy off of this exchange on the next trade. That's the plan.
Dude, honestly, we've been looking at it already, you and I, and that's some really fun, like, cool stuff that we can do there. Is we have all these different exchanges we can start talking to now, start working with now, and I'm excited about it because I believe that that's going to gain us a lot of attention and gonna really give people back what they want on each one of those exchanges. Give people the sentiment analysis, what you've been working on, and work with all those exchanges, right?
Yeah, I mean, one step at a time.
One step at a time, man. We're getting there. So, how would it work if we were to be able to work with those exchanges? I mean, we wouldn't.
Well,
automated trading.
we could create we could create a set of intents and like a whole dialogue flow.
Okay.
To where the user could interact with the bot. But if the bot doesn't have the information, it can it can send actual forms to the user to fill out if they would like,
Right.
or a link to a form to fill out data.
Another question was, will you have your own blockchain or will you use Novosphere?
Actually, a little bit of that is up in the air. Like, we want to use Novosphere and what they're working on right now, with how they're storing data, how they want to use their advanced file indexing system, because we want to distribute and retrieve data from their platform. So they'll have their own thing. Now, Ryan, you and I have talked about this, the processing behind this. You know, let's talk about the epics. Let's talk about some of the GPU processing that takes a lot of work, right? And why we see the advantage of having our own blockchain.
Well, I mean, a lot of the APIs allow us to scale out.
Right.
You know, we can do a lot if we create our own blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, the data itself is very...
You're talking like group...
Right.
Like processing, or...
Yes, GPU processing. So yeah, it takes quite a bit for the epics themselves. Like, tell us about that. And the amount of
one
processing.
epic is a pass through the entire data set. So if you're talking like millions of records, you're gonna have to be able to scale out on like a production server.
These are a lot of things too that Ryan will be able to go more in depth about a lot of this stuff.
True.
Via some other forums, which we'll get to at the end of this video.
Our Medium, right?
Yeah, they're going to be posting a lot more detail, like technical detail about a lot of this stuff. But I think this is awesome because this is the first time that me personally that I've even been able to actually see all of this, on screen. Right. So it's really cool for me to see it, and to be able and for people like our viewers to be able to see on screen what you guys have been working on together. And I think it's awesome.
Man.
So
thank you, Ryan.
I just want to
really cool stuff.
Take a minute here. Make sure we go over everybody's questions. There's a couple more. It says, where does Ryan teach machine learning? Can I attend one of his classes?
I think they got it wrong there, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I've taught several security classes and also a Python and data science class. At University of Dallas.
That's awesome, man.
Over in Irving, but you have to be a graduate student.
you have to be enrolled, right?
The Python and data science class is actually part of the business analytics masters there.
Right.
So,
do you see yourself doing some courses outside of that, maybe, and doing a little networking?
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Hey! Let's ask the bot questions. Can we ask the bot questions? I want to ask the bot questions.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that. What's Brian bring to the table? Actually, let me before I get into what I've been working on, which is I'm very proud of. What's Brian bring to the table? So listen.
A little smirk got my attention.
Man, Brian needs some more wine, and that's the truth of it. But what I bring to the table, so I've been working in my position right now, doing automated systems within not only like Microsoft Azure web jobs and doing automated deployments, but also at a much higher level, and doing agile project management. To me, I came up with my own like agile, constructive way of development, testing, and deployment, right? So, to me, that's exciting stuff. I bring a little bit of project management to the table. I bring a lot of my personality, a lot of networking, and
His ear.
my ears. I mean, listen, I enjoy this, and all of us here are having fun. Ryan's having fun, Amanda's having a great time. Our team enjoys developing and enjoys doing this, and that's what means the most. What I bring to the table is a bit of energy to make this come to fruition, and the energy that I have definitely trickles down. Definitely trickles down. Charisma! The charisma!
Okay, seriously
Anyway.
though, I want to ask the bot question. Let's ask the bot question.
Yeah, let's see here.
Let's ask it.
Now, I've been working on something. Listen, you guys are, you guys might not like this, but I'm working on a bit of something here. And then Ryan, I don't know what you did, because you've been screwing with me, okay? So, we'll see here. I'm going to ask some questions.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you've been screwing with me. Let's see. Let's just ask it like the price of Bitcoin, because that's a basic one, right? Let's see. Oh my God, people are vulgar in chat. Dude, that is some straight vulgar. Directed,
I'm not even reading it.
directed towards
I want to see the.
No, directed
see the
towards
dictionary.
Vega. Directed towards Vega. All right, let's see this.
Okay, so I've decided that Vega is female. Okay.
Why
Vega
is it
a she.
female?
Yes, because I said so.
I don't understand. I'll do. Hey there, Vega. What's the price of Bitcoin? And Jesus, too much wine. And I believe. Oh, I didn't even. Well, that is the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so the current price of Bitcoin BTC is
Yes, bitch.
15,017. But that is nothing compared to a bag of potatoes. Like what the fuck?
Potato? It said potatoes?
That's nothing compared to a bag of potatoes. Vega, where are you getting this data from? Or where are you getting this data from? That's not right. Why is it bringing me back Ethereum? What the f... I want to know where you got potatoes. Damn it. It's completely...
Ask it to play a song. Ask it to play Ryan's favorite song. What's Ryan's favorite song?
All right.
Ask it.
Alright. What's Ryan's favorite song? What's Ryan's favorite... Oh, I need to... Let me turn off this music. What's Ryan's favorite song? Okay. Did you added this, didn't you, Ryan?
Which one?
I'm sorry that I'm randomly laughing, you guys. These comments are just, they're funny as fuck.
I want to know about the potatoes and Ryan's favorite death metal song. Listen, no. I still don't understand how you listen to that shit.
Ask it. What's his favorite song?
This dude drank some wine, he straight up exploded. Like, in his pants or like outward? Like, where did he explode?
What?
Did it bring up?
I want to find
song?
out about potatoes, man. Potatoes. Potatoes. What the fuck? Like,
You spell check.
well, hold on. That's giving me potato. Ireland circa 1845. What? I mean, really? That was like the worst time in Irish history when we had no potatoes. And well, what was it? It was a disease. That's not very cool. That's not cool, man. I know you added that in there, but like me trying to get something out of potatoes, Vega, you're screwing with me. Okay. What was the last one? You know what? I want to know what Amanda's favorite song is. What is Amanda's favorite song? Huh. Really? Did you get this from Amanda? You got this from Amanda. Jelly time, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, peanut butter
Peanut butter
jelly.
jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly in the baseball bat, peanut butter jelly.
All right. Moving on. So, let's take a second here and let's discuss the crowd fund. So for those of us that didn't join us in the last video or are new to the community, the crowd fund is going until January 7th, 2018. So far we have about 57 Ethereum, so thank everybody for joining the ICO.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Like that means so much to us. We've got a long ways to go, right? But I believe that we're getting there. You know, our goal is to hit 600,000 in USD, but we're getting close. We've got a ways to go. But at the end of the day, here's what I want to talk about is we've been doing some amazing stuff. We've got upcoming announcements. We got a Medium post by Ryan, which is going to get in technical depth quite a bit. I'm excited about that. It's going to have a lot of data science pieces that he's been researching over months and months of research. So I'm excited about that. But I'm also jumping out there and networking quite a bit, right?
Yeah. I'm so glad that you were able to get on, you know, with us, Ryan, this time. It was really, really nice to have you here. You know. Yeah. What did you think of the live stream?
I'm glad that you're feeling better, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But anyway, guys.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to. Did you add me on here? What's my favorite song? What's Brian's favorite song?
All right, last song.
Oh, let's see if we can't figure out what you are, my little friend.
It is from Star Wars. I like it already.
I saw part of the message.
This is cool.
Seem to have found
You guys screwed with me. I don't like it.
Like I said, we can do
I
anything
just
we
got
want with
rickrolled
Lot.
by like one of my favorite movies of all time.
We're only limited by our imagination.
All right, you guys. So thank you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate it so much. And we encourage everybody to, stay involved via Discord, via Bitcoin Talk, Reddit, all of our social media outlets. We love the feedback, and we want to keep everybody active. we're gonna continue these live streams. We're gonna try to do them weekly, if not, bi-weekly. But we'll keep everybody, updated on that. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us.
Absolutely.
And hanging out with us. And we'll keep everybody posted. So that wraps this up. Thank you, guys, and everybody have a fantastic evening.
See y'all next time. Thanks so much.
Adios, amigos.
Adios. Happy holidays.
Adios.